Okay, come on. Okay, there we go. Hello everyone, Darksageron here, the Relaxed Gamer. How are you doing today? You didn't expect me to be back so soon, did ya? I bet you didn't. Well, I'm kinda bored on my way home, so I decided to, Kupo that sun's bright. Of course, it's starting to go down. So how are you all? Again, Kupo, that sun's bright. And tomorrow's payday. Yay, payday. I get to pay bills. I get to survive for another month. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your nose, Yuletide carols being sung by a choir. Waving to one of my students, I hope he didn't see. Everybody knows that as a mistletoe will help make the seasons bright. And though it's been said every time, everywhere, Merry Christmas to you. Yes, I'm bored. I'm really bored. I mean, I could be listening to the Dark Tower right now, but I didn't want to, guys. I really didn't. Okay, should be able to put that up now. Let's see if I could show you out my front window. Oh, not a bad view, not a bad view. Let's turn it a bit. There you go. Turn it down a bit. Oh, I can't do that. There we go. So you get to see the view out my window. Let's see if I could turn it so I could read the chat. Again, drive home. So guys, let's have a somewhat serious talk today. It's obviously Christmas time and whatnot. And yeah, I would like to know what Christmas means to you guys, in all honesty. I really do. I really would like to know what Christmas means to you. For me, growing up Christian, Christmas has always been about the birth of Christ, the Christ coming down and in a human form, giving himself as a baby to eventually one day save us all from the big sin. I mean, we're not completely free from it, but he provides relief. But I'm interested to know what Christmas is for you. I mean, obviously. Okay. My team viewer decided to cut off. Oh. We are going so slow. Give me a chance to put on my Fit watch. Boy. This week is a little bit hectic. Again, I mentioned yesterday that winter vacation is upon us, and we are preparing the homework for the students, doing a little bit of review stuff with the students. Our third year, I'm in a junior high school, so my third years, which would be 9th graders over America and Canada, we're prepping them to go into into high school. So some of them have like one more, well, most of them have one more test to do. Yeah. So that's what we're doing for winter vacation. And hello, whoever entered into the chat. Thank you very much for joining. How are you doing? And yeah, that, like I mentioned yesterday. So yeah, it's pretty busy right now. Like it is every year around Christmas. I mean, no matter where you're from, it's always busy around Christmas. So I'm hoping you guys are enjoying the view. You know what? I would love to talk with you guys, so if you would like to talk, please put a topic in the chat, and yeah, we'll go from there. But until that happens, I'm just going to continue rambling. Enjoying my oatcha green tea. So again, I was rambling on about what Christmas meant to me and how it's somewhat fundamentally different over here in Japan. Mostly they don't really celebrate Christmas. If they do celebrate Christmas over here, it's more like how we celebrate New Year's Eve. In Christmas, like in Canada and the US, and I guess the UK too, and Australia, Christmas is for getting together with your friends and family, and New Year's Eve is like your party day. While here in Japan, Christmas is actually the party day, and if people celebrate, and then New Year's Eve is like the big family. New Year's Eve and day is the big family gathering thing, which I find. And the reason like that is just because, well, Japan is not predominantly, obviously, a Christian country. Well, there are Christians in Japan, but if you do know anything, about Japanese religion, it's mostly Shinto and Buddhism here. And so basically Christmas is not really a big thing over here, but it's more of a party day, if anything else. And then New Year's, because there's more of a religious connotation put on New Year's and New Year's Day, it's the time for spending with family, renewing of the year, wishing for good luck and good health for the year. So they spend it with family and do that. I don't know what it is about this brand, but I mean, it has a bitter taste. This brand of green tea. So when I get home, I'm going to cook myself up some chicken and have like chicken sandwiches. I might make chicken salad sandwiches, maybe. We'll see how I decide to cook it. Now I'll just make regular like butterfly of the chicken that I have, and then make like 2 sandwiches out of it. Chicken. Do you like chicken tonight? Do you like and that's another thing about Japan. When they do celebrate Christmas here, or for the people who celebrate Christmas, they don't have turkey. They order KFC and have KFC, or they go to like Family Mart or any place that sells chicken, and they order chicken and have chicken for their Christmas meal. Silent night, holy All is bright round young virgin mother and child, holy infant so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. Sorry guys, I'm just, like I said, I'm just a little bored here. I'm talking to no one really, so it's not your guys' fault. I just wanted to share the countryside again. I mentioned how I have a beautiful view on the way to work, and how living in the countryside is way better. Like in Japan, working and living in the countryside is way better, for me at least, because you get these nice views. I mean, I have a really long drive. I have about an hour's drive, and I got this really, really nice drive home view. So I want to share it with you guys. As you can see, it is 4:18 in the, I guess, early evening, late afternoon. Asuna! Sashiburi! Long time no see, Asuna! Where have you been? I missed you! Asuna! So what you been up to, Asuna? Still playing Final Fantasy? Oh, tell Papa Ron. Tell Papa Ron what's happened. I am willing to talk to you and help you through your problems. Nice. Yeah, I miss talking to you. All my previous viewers, like I've had a few viewers like pop in yesterday. I did a live cast. I had one of my previous viewers as well drop by and say hi. It's like, they're coming back. Well, I haven't been playing Final Fantasy lately. I still have not put time on Final Fantasy. I'm saving. I have please come back. We'll give you 4 days to play if you we'll give you 4 days to play. We want you to come back. So I'm saving that for around the 30th. I'm doing a charity cast on another channel, so that's what I'm going to be casting. So that's awesome, Asuna. I mean, when, in all honesty, when I don't see my viewers, some of my viewers that used to be regulars for a long time, I do get a little bit worried. I mean, it's not because I'm losing viewers. No, I'm not that type of person. It's because I genuinely, like, did something happen to this person? Or are they okay? That's just who I am. It's like, I've said time and time again how viewers for me don't really matter. Japan, gotta love how they park. So No, that's okay. Now I know you're alright, Asuna. That's awesome. That is awesome. But tonight I'm going to be playing the Legend of Zelda. I've been playing Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. So, I mean, I pretty well just started. I'm not even done the first Guardian. I got lost last night. I was trying to make my way to the first Guardian, and I got lost. I somehow managed to find my way past where I'm supposed to be. Start the first Guardian. It's easy to. That game is so big. It's like they made an MMO world for this game. I don't know why they had to make it so big. It's worse than Skyrim. It's bigger than Skyrim. The world seems bigger than Skyrim. I can't believe it. The thing is, don't get me wrong, I'm a big, huge Zelda fanboy. I'm a big, huge Zelda fanboy, and I mean, for me, this Breath of the Wild is so off the beaten path of a regular Zelda game. It's like, I'm kind of lost. I don't know what to do. But it's all good, it's all good. I will eventually beat it. Beat it. Just... No, this is my first playthrough. This is my first playthrough. That I would use... I have to beat... When I play a game, I don't use Google when I do a first playthrough. After I beat the game, then I'll use Google, go back and pick up what I missed. I don't know, it's just my little rule about games. It's like, I guess you would say I'm sort of a purist for a game. It's like, I'm traditional. I won't use quote-unquote cheats until I beat the game first. Once I beat the game, then Kupo, yeah, game's up for grabs to be cheated. Well, it's not... Here's the thing. I grew up in a time where you did... The only way to get hints about a game is, especially from Nintendo, is to buy Nintendo Power. I'm actually off of work heading home. And I'm sharing my beautiful drive home. It's just about 4:30 in the early evening, late afternoon, whatever you want to call it. Asuna. Looks cold. I'm from Canada. This is not cold. It's like probably about +5 or something like that. Maybe. This isn't cold. My old car had a temperature thing. This one doesn't, so I can't tell you how cold it is. I miss that. And if I move to a different screen to check the temperature, Twitch cuts off. Oh, I never told you. You weren't here when I basically. So my old car that I was driving, this car I'm driving is a new car. Well, not a new car, but a different car, obviously. But one day I was going to work. I was driving along. I was a little bit early, driving my usual route. I stop at a set of, like, one way it was blinking yellow lights and another way it was blinking red lights. I looked one way, no car. Looked another way. Okay, there was 2 cars coming. I let them go by. I looked the other way quickly again and back. No cars. I started slowly crossing the intersection, and then out of nowhere, bam, I got hit by another car. Apparently so it's like, if I wasn't going slowly, if I was just going a little bit faster, the car would have hit directly into the driver's side door. So I'm on the left side of the car, or the right side of the car, and if I was going any faster, the other car would have hit directly square the driver's side door, and I would not be here most likely. Because I know, and the reason I was going slow is because I knew how much of a blind spot this intersection was, because it was going over the bridge. It was found that it was his fault, yes. It was found that it was his fault. So I mean, even though the car was a write-off, obviously, the insurance paid for stuff I needed. Because, well, the thing is, the reason it was one of his, because he didn't slow down while going through the intersection. He didn't slow down. Flashing yellow lights means you slow down and be cautious. In Japan, everybody speeds. I'm speeding right now. I'm 10 kilometers over the speed limit. Everybody speeds in Japan. But, no, yeah, he was speeding more so. He was speeding more so than usual. Speed limit on the road I'm driving is 50 kilometers an hour. I'm doing 60. Sometimes I do 70, but because I'm getting low on gas, I want to try and save as much as I can. I'm only going 60. Here, speeding is a little bit different. What's the speed limit over there where you are, Asuna? What's the speed limit? See, the thing is, over there probably it's a faster speed. While here most streets like this or whatnot is usually 50 or 60 kilometers an hour. So you could sort of get away with 10 to 20 kms over the speed limit as long as you're not reckless. And honestly, I'm a good driver, despite my accidents. But anyways, Asuna, middle of August, I have some awesome news, some great news that came into my, that happened to me. Middle of August, I was 135 kilograms. I don't know if you use pounds or kgs. I was 135 kgs. This morning I weighed myself. I was 117 kgs. Yes! 18 kgs in 4 months. Yes! And for Christmas, my Christmas gift to myself is going to be an exercise bike. I'll be riding a half hour in the morning before I go to work and a half hour in the evening after work. And I should lose more weight with that too. But when I went back to school, I mean, my suit jacket was tight on me and whatnot. And now it's like I could pull it and I could fit like one of my, you can't see it, one of my 1 to 2 fists between where I could pull it out and my stomach. I mean, I'm doing 10,000 steps a day, or trying to do 10,000 steps a day, if not more. I'm eating healthier. So, yeah. Turn yellow. Yes. There we go. You should be able to see me now. So So does my face look thinner? I think it does to me. So yeah, I think you could definitely tell I lost weight around. I think I lost a lot of weight around the face and whatnot. So yeah, that's one good sign. But yeah, my goal is to get at least 100 kgs. Get down to at least 100 kgs. And if I could go further than 100 kgs, I mean, I ideally want to get down to 180 or 160, 160 or 180 pounds. Which is about 90 to 70 kgs. So I'm hoping to get down. Like I was saying yesterday, coming to Japan has really changed me for the better. I mean, I don't know why he flipped his eye beams on at me, because my high beams weren't even on. But anyways, yeah, I'm planning on getting down to trying at least 90 to 70 kgs, which is about 180, 160 pounds. try to get into shape if I do that. I also am starting to save up. I have savings. I drew up my own savings plan so I could start getting some cash in the bank, saving up, possibly getting enough together to get a down payment to buy a house here in Japan. I'm going to try, actually. New Year's Eve / day will probably, except for like work functions, probably no more drinking. I'm going to try not to drink anymore. I want to stop drinking because I know there's a lot of calories in drinking. And if I could stop drinking, I would lose a ton more weight too. Because right now, I maybe have a couple bottles of pop in a month instead of like every week, like a couple every week. I've been drinking water lately. But the thing is, I understand too that there's no fast weight loss. If I want weight to stay off, I have to like literally train myself to do things completely different, or so I mean, any fast weight loss is always dangerous because you run the risk of getting it back again. So I lost about 18 kgs in the past 4 months. That's about let's say roughly about 4 kgs a month. And that's what they recommend. 4 kgs a month, 1 kg a week. That's what they recommend for weight loss. And that's about what I've done. Oh, trust me, I know how easy weight is to gain. Trust me, I know. Why do you think I had so much weight? Worked at a desk job, ate junk food all the time. So, not eating junk food anymore. Well, every once in a while I have like a bag of chips or something like that, or a little bit of candy or something, but I won't like pig out anymore like I used to. I've actually become smart. I count my calories now. Well, I wouldn't say really count, but I know what I can eat, like the portion size I should be eating and whatnot. So I mean, it's fine. I mean, I do still indulge. I do have my cups of coffee every day. I have like 2 cups of coffee every day, 2, maybe 3 cups of coffee. They have like, they're pre-sugared, so. And like I said, I have I drew up my own savings plan, and in 3 to 4 years, I should have enough money that if I wanted to go for a loan to get a house, I will have that 10%. Hey, other person who just stopped by, thank you very much for joining. I can't see the viewers, so... I live in Japan, Thai. I live in Japan. Yeah, it's a very good job. I teach English at a junior high school here. Some people will turn up their noses at it because they say it's not a real job. But no, it is. It really is. And it is hard work. It's not like I'm coasting by on just knowing English and whatnot. I'm working here. I'm in a junior high school, so 7th, 8th, and 9th grade. And the 7th graders, I do the homework. I correct tests, I correct homework. I do photocopies for the teacher. When the teacher has to leave, I'm there watching the class. So I'm pretty much doing what a regular teacher does without having the actual teaching certificate. So, I mean, but the thing is though, every situation is different over here. You could get into a school like mine, or you could get into a school where you quite literally are just a human tape recorder. But I'm lucky I'm not that. I love my job. Ty, do you have any questions? You know what? Honestly, all I'm doing right now is I'm on my cell phone right now. That's all I am. In the evenings, well, later on, if you're interested, I will be going live with video games. But when I play video games, I get into the video games. I mean, I try to chat. If somebody says something in the chat, I will talk to them. But mostly, I'm just a relaxed streamer. I mean, I don't talk that much. I understand that people are busy, that they just come in my channel to lurk. I say hi. This is my 5th year in Japan, you know. This year will be my 5th year. My 5th year is almost at the end. At the end of March, I will have finished my 5th year. So, but yeah, I'm Darksageron, the relaxed gamer. So that's basically how I go by. So, you know what? Living here, if you're really open to change, coming to Japan and moving to Japan or moving to a different country, period, it is a great experience. But you have to be open. You can't go to the other country, a different country, and be like, oh, I'm going to continue doing this, and this, and back home because this is what I'm used. No, I mean, of course, I still stay home during the week because after school for me, I am just dead tired. But on weekends, I practice bass guitar in my church's band every Saturday. Sunday I go to church and whatnot. I go to school social functions when they are. I mean, pardon me. You can't keep. The thing is, you have to be open. You can't be closed-minded. What you did in your... Nice. I play bass, I play a little bit of guitar, and I play a little bit of ukulele. I actually have my ukulele and my guitar in my car because I play them for my kindergarten classes when I do have them. So I put them in my car and I keep forgetting to take them out. So I'm not that good at either, but I mean, meh. It's good enough for the work I do, and the children love it. They love it when I mess up too, so. So it's like, why not? But, like I was saying, yeah, you have, no matter where you go, if you decide to move to a different country, you do have to keep an open mind. You have to be willing to bend your own mind to around their rules and try to absorb their rules, their culture, and their. But you don't have to completely lose yourself in it. You can keep a little bit, but because why else would they hire you, or the company hire you to? So yeah. So never mind the song request thing. I'm out on my way home. That is on my computer at home, which I'm obviously not at. So I mean, I guess you could get it to play, but I mean, you won't hear anything. The bot is still up. But I mean, me moving to Japan was like the best thing I've ever did in my life. In the town I was in, I had great friends. My family was there in Canada. I had great friends. I had a great family and whatnot. We were estranged for a little bit, but then it ended up coming to the point where we reconciled and whatnot, and everything was great. But I was stagnating in Canada. For whatever reason, I was stagnating, and it's like I needed to get out. I needed a change. I needed something different, and I can't see past this guy to go. Thank you. Okay, I can go now. And so, I mean, when I graduated university, it's like I kept applying to different places to come teach in Japan because I've always wanted to work in Japan. I actually started university for the goal of coming to Japan and working here. I applied to the usual ones. I applied to Jet. I applied to some other big name. They rejected me. And then I applied to the company I'm working for now, Interact. And I mean, and the thing is, I applied to Interact just because as a like, fine, this is my last chance. This is the last time I'm going to do it. I just can't handle any more rejection letters and whatnot. But then it's like, oh, you have been selected for a Skype interview, blah, blah, blah. Please be ready on such and such a date. So it's like, wow, this is awesome. So I had the Skype interview. It was just a general interview. Why do you want to come to Japan and whatnot? And why do you want to work in Japan? And it's like, okay, well, we'll be talking to you later. You passed this, so we'll get a more in-depth thing for you. So that came and gone, and then I got, okay, well, you need to submit this, and this, and this. And then it's like, okay, it's got to the, that's awesome, I made it through that step. And then it's like, next thing I know, you have been accepted. We would like to offer you a position here at Interact. We will be contacting you with your location that you're going to be looking at or working at. It's like, oh sweet, that's awesome. So here I am. Oh yeah, where I'm at, like, it's just amazing. I wanted to be in Hokkaido. It's the same sort of climate as Winnipeg, where I'm from. And so I wanted to be in Hokkaido, but I got here in Ibaraki in the Kanto region. And I mean, yes, it's a lot warmer than I'm used to. Still, being here 5 years, it's still a lot warmer than I'm used to. But I mean, I wouldn't change being in this area. I love my school too much. Okay. Next question. Yes, actually, here's the thing. Because of the rejection letters, I was planning on applying to South Korea to teach English. I got to the point where they wanted me to send it. They loved my letter of recommendation. They loved my application and whatnot. I just needed to quickly send. And it's like, but I really don't want to work in Korea. I wanted to work in Japan. So I held off, and then decided to apply to other programs to teach English in Japan, and like I already told the story. But no, yes, Japan had always been my first choice to come and work. I mean, I would have worked in Korea, don't get me wrong, but my heart wouldn't have been in it. Here in Japan, my heart is really in it. Really in it. I guess in Korea, I might have changed my mind, but no, here in Japan, my heart is really in it, and I love my job. I love my students. So are you interested in working in Japan? Working in, working here in Japan? If you are, and you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll try and answer the best I can. My favorite part about living in Japan? Honestly, the alcohol is so cheap here. No, that's not my favorite part, but it is one of my favorite things in Japan. The alcohol here is so cheap. It really is cheap. No, honestly, my favorite part about being in Japan is the people I work with, the students I work with. They're amazing. Okay, I'm trying to read as best as I can. Okay, I see you posted a big thing there. Hopefully the stoplight remains a stoplight so I could read what you said. So I have interest in running a business and living in different countries. I like to experience more of the world than just the States. You know what? If you have a bachelor's degree, in all honesty, you could easily get an English teaching job here in Japan. Easy. You should be able to easily get one. I'm not saying it's easy. And let me tell you though, the job is by no means easy. I mean, every situation is different, but for me, I found the job is not an easy job. I'm working almost as hard as the actual teachers are working. Not a problem. But yeah, like I said, bachelor's degree. If you have a bachelor's degree in anything, you could get a teaching job here. Yeah, be prepared. Be prepared to be, like, rejected by companies and whatnot. It's not a... It's like trying to get any other job. Let your personality show. Be you. Be happy. If you're a happy person, if you're a bubbly person, be that person. They'll love you for that. Hold on. No, I haven't. Oh, well, I've met people who taught English online, but I haven't worked with anybody. Me, I like being in the classroom. I love being the front lines. I love being in the classroom. I love being able to, if there's a student who needs a little bit more help, I love being able to do that one-on-one, face-to-face. And I think it's better to do that because you can sort of help them understand a little bit better. Online, I'm not dissing online teaching. Don't get me wrong, I am not dissing it whatsoever. Some people, it's great for some people. I'm not in the States, I'm in Japan. Cool. Well, the thing is, I teach a whole class, like, I help teach a whole class. Like, my biggest class is like 20-some students. But, I mean, yeah. It's really great when you do have the chance to teach one-on-one. Do I look like one? Do I look like I'm decked out in all anime? Do I look like, do I look like I have that nerdy, well, I guess I do have a little bit of a nerdy look to me. But no, I'm actually working. I'm not surviving on just anime and ramen and whatnot. And video games. I am working. I work from 7:20 in the morning to like sometimes 6 o'clock at night. I have not, in all honesty, I have not seen an anime in a Kupo long time, in all honesty. No, there's nothing hard about teaching whatsoever. It mostly comes down to the personality as well. I mean, if you have an easygoing, like, willing to help personality, then you shouldn't have a hard time teaching. I mean, you have to be flexible like everything else, but... Nah. You got me completely wrong. What seems dangerous? I'm home. I doubt it. I doubt it. There's no reason FBI. First of all, the FBI would have no jurisdiction over me. I'm from Canada. Second of all, I've done nothing wrong. But anyways, everyone, I am home. I am going to be going and making my supper and then watching some TV. No, somebody in the chat mentioned that they were FBI. And it's like, yeah, right. But anyways, guys, I'm going to thank you very much for watching. My name is Darksageron, the Relaxed Gamer. And like always, save now, save often. Remember later tonight, in about 3 or 4 hours or so, I will be back online with some Breath of the Wild. Thank you very much, and have yourself a good day.